Alex, there you are. I've been looking for you everywhere. What are you doing out here?
Do not disturb me, mortal. I am communing with the divine. I am a god now.
Okay, Alex, what's with the theatrics? Did you hit your head on something?
Ben, you wouldn't understand. This forest, this sacred ground, has granted me enlightenment. I have transcended the mortal coil.
Right. So you're a god now? What kind of god are we talking about? Greek? Norse? Maybe one of those obscure ones from a forgotten mythology?
I am beyond such earthly classifications. I am a god of nature, a guardian of this realm, a shepherd of the spirits that dwell here.
A shepherd? Do you have a flock of woodland creatures that follow you around now?
Mock if you will, but I have felt the presence of the forest spirits. They have spoken to me, shown me visions of a world in balance, free from the corruption of humanity.
Okay, let's say I believe you. What exactly did these forest spirits tell you?
They revealed the secrets of nature's harmony, the intricate web that connects all living things. They bestowed upon me the duty to protect this balance, to ensure that the forest thrives.
And how do you plan to do that? You're just one guy. A god, according to you, but still just one person.
I am not alone. The spirits are with me. They guide my actions, lend me their strength. Together, we will preserve this sacred place.
Alex, this sounds intense. Have you been out here all night? Maybe you just need some rest. The mind can play tricks when you're tired and isolated.
Sleep is unnecessary for one who has ascended. My mind is clearer than ever. This forest has become my sanctuary, my temple.
All right, let's assume you're right. What about your life back home? Your job, your friends, your family? Are you just going to abandon all that?
Those ties are of the mortal world. They no longer bind me. My true purpose lies here, with the spirits. They have chosen me to be their guardian.
Alex, this isn't like you. You're usually so rational. What happened out here that made you change so drastically?
I found peace, Ben. For the first time in my life, I felt truly connected to something greater. It's as if a veil was lifted, and I could see the world for what it really is.
I get that. Nature can be pretty profound. But what if this is just a phase? What if, in a few weeks, you wake up and realize this was all a dream or a delusion?
This is no delusion. The spirit's presence is as real as yours. They have entrusted me with their wisdom and power. I cannot turn my back on them.
Okay, let's say you're a god now. What's your first divine act going to be? Smite some litter bugs? Make the trees grow faster?
If only it were that simple. The balance is delicate. My role is to guide, to nurture, not to impose my will. I must work with the natural order, not against it.
Look, I care about you. I don't want you to lose yourself out here. Can't we find a middle ground? Maybe you can be this guardian without completely abandoning your old life.
The old life feels like a distant memory, Ben. My place is here, among the trees and the spirits. But I understand your concern. Perhaps there is a way to bridge the two worlds.
Yeah? How?
By sharing the wisdom of the forest with others. By teaching them to respect and protect nature. Perhaps that is my true purpose, to be a messenger, a conduit between the spirits and humanity.
That sounds more like the Alex I know. You don't have to be a god to make a difference. You just have to care, and it seems like you care a lot.
Yes, perhaps you are right. The spirits chose me for a reason, but that reason might be to inspire others, to lead by example.
So, how about we start with something simple? Maybe clean up the clearing, plant some trees, spread the word about conservation?
That sounds like a good start. The spirits will guide us, and together, we can make a difference.
Now that's the Alex I remember. Come on, let's head back and start planning.
Yes, let's. The forest will always be here, a sacred place for those who seek its wisdom. But it's time to bring that wisdom to the world.
You know, Alex, I was really worried when I saw you out here. But now, I think I understand a little better. Nature can be so grounding.
It's a powerful force, one that we often overlook in our daily lives. Being out here, feeling its pulse, it's humbling.
So, these spirits, did they have faces, forms, or were they more like feelings?
They were more like an essence, a presence. I could feel their wisdom, their ancient knowledge. They communicated through the rustling leaves, the flowing streams, the calls of the birds.
Sounds like something out of a fantasy novel. But I guess the real world can be just as magical if we pay attention.
Exactly. That's what I want to share with others. The magic is real. It's all around us. We just need to open our eyes and hearts to it.
You know, this reminds me of something my grandfather used to say. He was a park ranger, always out in the woods. He believed that nature had a soul, and it spoke to those who listened.
Your grandfather was a wise man. It's a belief that's shared by many cultures that nature is alive and conscious. We've just lost touch with that understanding.
Yeah. So, how do we start? What's the first step in spreading this wisdom?
Education, I think. Workshops, community events, teaching people how to live in harmony with nature. We can start small, maybe in our local community, and then expand.
I like it. We could partner with schools, local environmental groups, maybe even get some grants to fund our initiatives.
Yes, and we can use social media to reach a wider audience. Share our experiences, the lessons we've learned from the forest.
Look at us, planning a whole movement. It feels good, though. Like we're on the right path.
It does. The spirits have shown me that the path of a god isn't about power, but about responsibility. To protect, to teach, to inspire.
I can get behind that. And who knows, maybe more people will start to see the world the way you do. With a bit of that divine perspective.
That would be a blessing. To help others find their connection to nature, to see the world as a sacred place.
Well, let's get started, then. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, God.